Hello, hello. I'm almost done. Always wait until the last minute to get a bunch of fucking paperwork done, and then it takes me 10 minutes to write it all down. No more than that. So, I had a slightly different plan for today. I was really excited to do the Final Fantasy XI event on stream. Here we go. I go to Alimza, and wouldn't you know it, no event. I double check. Oh, starts at midnight. So, not doing that. Almost definitely. I mean, who knows? If I go for 6 hours and it's, it suddenly phases into extents, maybe I'll go do it. So, I sincerely doubt I'll be going that long. Oh man. So, let's see if I can recall quite what happened last time. Yeah. So, last time, we went through the aftermath of the assault on Doma Keep and freeing Doma. Am I AFK? Yep, I was. We, to some degree or another, came to terms with the death of our dear friend Gosetsu, and began to make our exit from Doma to return to Eorzea, so that we may re-begin the fight for the Ala Mhigo liberation. Oh, hello! Wow! That's rough, buddy. Real rough. Well, I am glad you stopped by, but I am gonna have to ask, ever so kindly, that you do not advertise on my channel. Appreciate it. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you stick around, but please do not. Anyway. Doma Castle, Gosetsu. Ah, yes. So, as we are making our way out of Doma, Taru reveals that she intends to remain in Doma, both to act as a liaison between the emerging Doman government and the ongoing resistance efforts in the in Eorzea. Sorry, I just got it from an app. So Tataru's staying. Then, just as we were about to board the boat to leave for Eorzea, Hien, Yugiri, and I feel like there was a third person who I'm forgetting at the moment. Sorry, third person, if you exist. Catch us just as we were about to board the ship and swear to give us aid in our final assault to reclaim Ala Mhigo. And then Yugiri is around somewhere. She actually actively came with us, and her shinobi are going to be doing neat espionage things. We return to find that Kryl Baldessian has been taken by the Crania Lupi, while they were transporting a number of injured people to the Rising Stones, where they could receive better treatment. Among the people in the caravan being Y'shtola, of course. Luckily, if you know, as lucky as you can call it, only Kryl was taken, so Y'shtola did make it to the Rising Stones. Arenvald was in charge of guarding the caravan. However, due to a Echo episode reacting with Fordola, he was unable to adequately protect Kryl. And you know what? We've been there. Mr. Warrior of Light's been knocked on his ass by the Echo before, so can't really blame him, but Arenvald's taken it hard. So at present, we have Thancred doing a bit of espionage to find Kryl, Meanwhile, us, the other scions who are participating in this, and the general rebellion attacked Castrum, or Castellium Velodina, and claimed it through a little bit of sneaky tactics by... Can I get a good angle on it? Hang on a minute. Nope. And it's night, so you can barely make it out, but by glamoring their flag so that it appears to be a Ala Mhigo flag. And that leads right up towards where we left off. We are in the immediate aftermath of that operation. Okay, so I do not think. No, I did. I did read all these people's dialogue. So we're just gonna go right up. Or start immediately with Conrad. There's still a chance that some Imperials are holed up inside the Castellum. We'll need to search it top to bottom to be sure it's safe. In the meantime, I want you to rendezvous with the main host. Keep your weapons at the ready. There's a chance you might come face to face with soldiers on the run en route. On second thought, it might be prudent for you to do a preemptive sweep of the region for soldiers that have gone to ground. We shouldn't afford them any time to regroup and launch a counterattack. When you've judged your work to be done, report to General Aldin in Bittermill. Is it saying the same thing? Yup. Yup. Ababa. And then I believe the other one was an Elzen, so I can read the majority of Seawolf names, but keep the fucking Elzen ones away from me, please. If they're not voiced at some point, then I don't want it. No, please. So many consonants. Oh my god, they survived. Oh my god, I'm misusing my ability. You would almost think I think that I never play Samurai. Oh, that's a fate. That's not a target. I think he gives you an emote when you beat him, right? Some variety of a special reward for beating that guy. Wow. A whole 3 soldiers. I mean, granted, seeing that one fucking conscript was able to wipe out fucking 8 goddamn Alliance soldiers, maybe those 3 were fucking dangerous. Fucking hell. The Bull of Ala Mhigo has done it again. His assessment of Ferdola's response was without error. It's a good thing Minago got the flag flying when she did. Any longer, and those Imperials might have had us at their mercy. Hello, Raban. It's not voiced. No coffee yet. No, I skipped it. Panic, panic, panic. Okay, we're good. All's well at the bridge? Good, good. The fighting has died down here too, as you can see. Pippin left a moment ago with a contingent of troops to occupy Velodina. If and when the Imperials return, they'll find us dug in behind their own walls. I could not have hoped for a better outcome, General. Splendidly done. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It'll take more than one castellum to turn the tide. My men and I will deal with the remaining forces. Scions, I bid you return to Commander Kemp and his men. Now I can have that. Delight not overmuch in victory, not when there are battles left to be fought. Our work here is finished. Our resistance allies are waiting. Oh yeah, I was gonna... Oh, man. It's past. There was a crying person here who I wanted to walk up to and see if they got a text bubble, and I forgot about it. Damn. From a stone bridge to a massive fortress, Garlean engineering never ceases to impress. Now that we have taken control of Velodina, there's nothing stopping us from marching east towards the peaks. If you're looking for Arenvold, I think he's with Pippin, searching the Castellium for any remaining soldiers. Anyone else? Nope. Back so soon? I suppose the general and his men had matters well in hand. The vice-marshal and his men showed up not long after you left. If the gods are good, there'll be no one left to fight. Complete. Why isn't my hotkeys not working? Sorrow. Oh, nope. I'm just gonna assume they'll... I'm gonna assume nothing, man. Nope. I know you're not one for waiting, but if you'll bear with us... Commander Kemp, Marshal Taropin reports that their sweep of the Castellum's interior has been completed. So it's finally over, eh? Pray extend to him my dearest thanks. It's official then. Castrum Velodina is well and truly ours. Mayhap this calls for... Wait, where's Mhigo? She took her bird and flew off towards the Peering Stones, the village of the M tribe where she was born. That is not Alt Tilda. I doubt that the Imperials who fled Velodina had a mind to give them trouble on their way back east, but she was nevertheless worried, so I gave her leave to go and see that her people were safe. Though I pray you are right, 'twould be best if Mhigo were not alone if she should encounter the enemy. Agreed. Let's all go to the Peering Stones and make sure that everything is alright. If that is your wish, then I've no objection. Just let the guard know when you wish to cross. Lol, imagine using the gate guard. Imagine not being able to fly. I say that, however, you cannot have flying by this point in the MSQ in this zone. They actually do that a lot in Stormblood, I think? Maybe? At least more than once. Or where it, not only is an Aether point, blocked off by just MSQ progress, which, you know, fair. It's also blocked off by literally being unable to reach half the zone. They do it a few times in Shadowbringers as well. They do it once, once in Endwalker, I think. Oh no, twice. No, twice. And I mean, we'll see if they do it in Dawn Trail. I'll honestly be surprised if they don't. And like, I get why, right? You're gonna kind of partition the zone out. Greetings, Scions. Do you wish to pass? Unfortunately, but this is the only time I will ever be using your services because I can just fly over. I think my my greater complaint specifically with the Stormblood zones, because I think it's only the Stormblood zones have this. I really don't like, so minor spoilers, these gate guards never go away. This door never opens. You will always have to use the gate guard. And I get it during MSQ. I really wish it wasn't a thing after MSQ. It's really annoying having flight be literally the only way you can, like, efficiently cross a map. Or even vaguely efficiently. Because, of course, flying is always going to be the most efficient option. But, oh, still. I passed it. I forget these people don't have their wings. Lise? This area is home to dangerous beasts. Not that we cannot handle, mind, but do not be surprised if something ravenous and slavering comes charging at you out of nowhere. But of course, tiring though it may be to come and go from the cliff top, it is easily defended and affords an excellent view of the surrounding area. The path to the village is through a tunnel just east of here. Follow me. Alternatively, actually, you know, how do you get up here by foot? Wait a minute. I don't see a hole back there. Oh yeah, here we go. Are Elfino and Alize somewhere along this path? So I see Lys there. They are. Would you look at that? We may not have seen any Imperial forces thus far, but we mustn't forget that this was occupied territory until very recently. They could still be nearby. Not just Seekers of the Sun, but Ananta. Mayhap there is a settlement nearby. Mayhap. Mayhap. Well, what do you think? Hard to tell from down below. That whole village is up here, isn't it? Actually... yeah, I'll wait a little bit to check. Ooh, is this voiced?
Ah, you've come.
Ah, so it is.
Welcome, friends, to my village. My
I'm
home.
just gonna check something on the side real quick.
How fare your people? How fare your people?
Oh, dear God, no.
Good,
Okay,
all things considered.
We're good.
Better than the Ananta at any rate. They've sent an emissary. I'll take you to her.
Where the fuck is it? Oh, dear God. Channel. Explaining.
We're here to
Brand.
help. Will you tell us what happened?
Interesting. Is it under moderation?
Aye.
Ah, here we go.
It began with a quarrel between the
If you
Imperials
look
and the
at that.
Caliana. The Caliana are another Ananta tribe. The strongest
It's not
and the
in my
most
rules.
influential.
Would you look at that?
Unlike the Vera, they want no part of our troubles. They swore fealty to the Empire and were content to remain within their borders.
Just so. The Caliana forsook their pride in the fight and yielded to Garlemald long ago. But then a new commander was sent to hold the Black Bridge. She demanded the Caliana surrender a hostage, this butcher.
Fordola. It doesn't make sense, though. The Vera are the ones working with the Resistance. Why would she threaten the Caliana?
Because she is ignorant like all Imperials. She knows not the difference between Caliana and Vera, nor does she care to learn.
I see. All Fordola knew for sure was that the Resistance would come from the west. She reasoned, therefore, that if the Ananta on the east bank turned their coats, she would be trapped. I take it the Caliana had no choice but to oblige her.
No, they did not. The Imperials left with the Caliana broodmother's own daughter, Ala Mhigo. Long days and nights she looked out on the Black Bridge weeping for her child. Until you came.
Oh, minor tweaks on the moderation side of my channel.
The broodmother knew at once which way the winds would blow. She and her warriors met with the fleeing Imperials in the road and demanded that her daughter be returned.
And just like that, all was right with the world. Oi! So, do not advertise yourself in my channel is now a,
Bad idea.
official rule. Which
Fordola's not the kind to take threats lying down.
You know, that the thing that's meant to be, like,
You know her well. The butcher
standard
turned her blade to
Twitch
Ala Mhigo
etiquette,
and
right?
bade the Castliana move aside.
it was a bot, right? Let's
but the
let's
brood
not
mother
kid
would
ourselves
not
here.
yield.
I know where this is going.
Is this a god I have to kill? Oh boy, let's go.
The Castliana surrounded the Imperials, one of whom,
Oh, wait, no.
whether out of fear or stupidity, cut
Just,
the child down.
Just standard
There was
Imperial
naught that
bullshit.
could be done.
Murder of the innocents, as you
madness.
do.
The true madness was yet to come. For in her despair, the Castliana broodmother cried out for her daughter to be restored to life.
There's the god.
She beseeched Sri Lakshmi's intercession.
She summoned a primal then and there?
That she did, if only for an instant. Bereft of courage and honor, the broodmother sought solace in her faith. The Imperials fled in terror at the sight of the goddess, abandoning these lands to the Ananta. Now the Castliana bid us make pilgrimage to pay proper respects. Yet though we Vera revere Sri Lakshmi as the holiest of the holy, we will not prostrate ourselves before her.
And so you turn to us.
Renowned god killers.
Aye. All who have fought with the resistance have heard tell of the warrior, the icon slayer.
Hey, warrior was ARR stuff. I'm a samurai now. If you want me to be a tank again, you got about
I believe
30
we have
more
had
hours
enough.
of MSQ, give or take.
Inconvenient though the
Probably more,
timing may
actually, I think
be.
about it.
If a
Yeah,
primal has
all the
indeed been
raids, that's
summoned,
the whole
we can
things-
scarce
things
afford to ignore it.
in and of themselves.
We must needs discuss how best to resolve this situation.
Still gotta find a game that I can run on the side when I'm doing the Evilise raids, because otherwise, God, those are gonna be fucking boring streams. For all involved, in fact. I'm sorry, sitting in a queue will suck not only for you, but also for me. If I don't find I don't know, like I've got like, I don't think that a survivors would be very fun, right? Yeah, they meet a lot of the requirements because they're very lightweight, but you know, I don't trust myself to be able to extract very much content out of that, unfortunately. Maybe I should have a bit more faith in myself, but it seems unwise. Roguelites are a similar issue, right? A lot of them don't have a very defined story, unless you go at them for a long stretch of time. And then a lot of pretty good options are just too heavy to run at the same time without making my CPU extremely fucking mad at me. Ah, man. Maybe I could do Fury. Do you guys think that a Fury's OST would get me fucking copyright claimed? Oh, I could. No, I don't think I want to expose how bad I am at fighting games, because I do have Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, and I do need to get playing more of that. But it would also just put how awful I am at fighting games just on full display for all to see, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. I'm just gonna be honest. There's also the issue that if my Q pops mid fight, yeah, no, it definitely can't be that. That's not an option. I fully take it back as opposed to mostly taking it back. Anyway, close Steam. I still can't believe that a primal's been summoned so close to the village. The idea that our people could be taken to serve as thralls is... it just doesn't bear thinking about. This is all for Fordola's fault. I mean, true, but... And now we have a primal to contend with as well. If the Empire needed an excuse to start rounding up beastmen again... You have slain many icons before, yes? Then please, put an end to this madness. At the risk of sounding hopelessly naive, there may yet be a way to avoid a violent confrontation. In the past, I fear I have been rather too willing to accept that we have no other recourse than to risk our lives, or rather your life, to address these threats. Yet the primals we have faced thus far have demonstrated a variety of temperaments and objectives. Ravana may delight in battle, but Ramu would sooner keep to the forests with his children. Ere we decide to challenge Sri Lakshmi, it would seem wise to learn more of her nature from those who summoned her unto this world. If that is your will, then so be it. To the north will you find our village. I'm not going to try. Shall unfold all. We shall leave at once. Mnago, can you inform our comrades at the bridge of what happened? Of course. Be safe, my friends. Oh boy, more god killing. And this time, no bullshit, because I have, there's minor spoilers. There's no sword catch mechanic that I really don't want to miss. I will send word to Conrad and the others. Take care, and do not hesitate to send for help if you need it. I don't think there's very many people in the Resistance who could help against a primal. There's Arnvold. Arnvold could help. I think that's it. So I will call upon my valued adventurer friends, who are totally not other people from across a exterior world. Ahoy. Oh, I caught it. We do not often receive guests. What is the purpose of your visit? Greetings and well met. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and we come seeking Sariha of the Vira. You are she, are you not? You have petitioned us for aid and succor, and we intend to provide them, but we would first learn more of Sri Lakshmi, that we might better understand the nature of the threat she poses to you. A simple request, and one I shall gladly oblige. In the beginning was Sri Lakshmi. We were created in her image, daughters blessed with her beauty, with breath. Her breath became ours, her serenity our solace. There's naught she would not give. 'Twas the Quelana broodmother's desire to bring about her daughter's resurrection, which first called forth Sri Lakshmi from the Aether. That being the case, I rather doubt the goddess will be spoiling for a fight. That would depend. The primal's motives have been colored by the summoner's state of mind, namely, that of a grieving mother who had just borne witness to her daughter's murder. Though she apparently craved a miracle, she may also have harbored thoughts of vengeance. Moreover, the Quelana conception of Sri Lakshmi may differ from that of the Vira. This is true. The Vira and Quelana do indeed regard the Lady of Bliss in different ways. To the Vira, not the Vira, Sri Lakshmi embodies freedom. She would not suffer her daughters to be bound to another's will, and so we stand with the resistance against the Empire and give our lives for the cause. To the Quelana, however, she embodies transcendental beauty, which they strive to create through their craft. To shape crystals is less art and more ritual, a sacred duty wherein each tribute is imbued with a fragment of the soul. The Imperials do not interfere with this holy work, and so the Quelana were content to turn inward and ignore our plight. Until reality asserted itself, and they summoned a primal, a fever dream to soothe their aching hearts. But surely they can see that it won't do any good. The Imperials will still rule these lands. Nothing will change. The Ananta will. The Quelana bade the Vira make pilgrimage to pay proper respects. Remember, those who do not wish to partake of their primal's bliss will be made to do so. Not while we're around, they won't. Though our beliefs are not the same, we are still kin to the Quelana. Will you help them to see reason? Know that I'll kill your god if I have to. Maybe even if I don't. that's very aggressive. I'm gonna go with the first one. Though, in my heart of hearts, I mean the second one. Then we shall, for without you, we may be powerless to stop them. If we do not act quickly, more lives will be lost, more families torn apart, more children made to suffer. Then it's settled. We're going to find that primal and put an end to this. My sister, Varja, will guide you to... and I shall pray for your success. Just absolutely bloodthirsty for a god killing this one. To the Quilana village, do what you must, Icon Slayer. Oh boy. I am reminded of the tragedy we bore witness to beneath O Gamoro, when poor Gabu cried out in despair and rage, and Titan came forth in answer. We must go. We need to go. I won't be late again. Not like in Limsa. I'm not sure why Alize is so eager to face this primal all of a sudden, but you won't hear me complaining. I mean, Alize won't be the one facing it, but... Well met, scions. I am Varja, she who shines bright and unbroken. I stand ready. We leave upon your command. Let's go. Let's go. I've a god to kill. Nope. Nope. No, stop. Stop! I swear to God. There we go. Release. Nope. Are you ready? You look ready. Jean Cot? No, that's not right. I'm missing an on in there. It's like Dijanon? Something like that? Cot? I'm very confident in the cot. I'm very confident. That first word, man. There you will find the Quelana's crystals and Sri Lakshmi. Follow me. Let's go. Let's go. You know, I was looking at Cult of the Lamb, and I think that has the potential to be interesting. I don't know. I also don't want. It's a very like niche thing I'm looking for here. It's got to be pausable, not online. Very pick up and play. Can be paused. Is easily paused. And I won't be too messed up about never touching it again once I'm through the fucking Evil East raids. So extremely narrow. Extremely narrow. And on top of all that, it has to be very lightweight on my system, so that, you know, it's not fighting with 14 for resources too much. You should follow their lead and let them do any fighting, any fighting for now. You'll need your strength when the time comes. I don't feel like turning my room into a fucking icebox just so I can do the Evil East raids. I expected more resistance. Let us pray our luck holds. It would be in our best interest to avoid any confrontation unless absolutely necessary. The primal and the crystals are our primary objectives. Caught. The path leads to an entrance above. Within is an aetherite. You must use it to enter. Understood. With me, everyone. Oh, no, they're still here. The aetherite is within. I will go no further. Good luck, Icon Slayer. Let's go. Wait, really? I can't talk to Alize and Alphino again? Did I miss them? I just fly past them? No, I guess they're just... Okay. Fair enough, I guess. Ain't gonna argue. Gotta make sure I'm doing my due diligence. Try not to miss them. fair warning. Absolute banger song alert coming up. Actually, it's gonna be a hot minute. I got a cue and yeah.
Why, mistress? Why does my Ala Mhigo slumber still?
Why is her voice
Look thee on her
mixed so
face,
low?
supplicant. Thy prayer hath been answered. Flesh sundered hath been made whole. Blood spilt runneth through her veins. Breath stolen filleth her breast. But she hears not her mother's words, nor sees her mother's face. She's silent and empty. Only the vessel may be remade, not so the flame which flickered within. Her soul hath been scattered to the four winds.
Elise, calm down. Elise, stop.
Now do you
Elise,
see her promises for what
damn
they
it.
are?
Alice, have you gone mad?
Absolutely. What if I can't stop the fucking tempering wave in time?
Unfold.
We ain't got no cure for tempering, Elise.
Who intrudes upon this sacred ground? Imperials, thirsting for blood.
Not Imperials, and thirsting for blood, particularly that of your god.
No! We come not to shed blood, but to save you from the false god
Whatever
who
you
leads
say,
astray.
Elise. We're gonna go with your story.
I
Do
understand how you
primals
feel.
bleed?
I do. You loved her with all your heart, but when the moment came, you still couldn't save her. The anguish, the anger, I know it only too well.
Oh, sorry, I was tinkering with a
But I
thing.
also know
I
where
keep
this
hitting the
path
red, man.
leads.
My level of volume is so
Condemn
inconsistent. I gotta
yourself
get
to
set up a
an
like
endless
compressor
cycle
or
of
something
despair.
because
You will never know
I
peace.
rock it between being extremely loud and very, very
A
quiet.
worm-eaten heart may find peace and serenity in service, in beauty and grace. This hath ever been my promise. Naught else.
In a perfect world, I would always be just barely touching
You
the
tempt them
red.
with visions of things that can never
Whenever
be,
I
and leave
talk,
them
every single time.
bereft
I
and
could whisper in
wanting.
that fucking mic and it would just skirt the edge of the
No
red.
illusion, however sweet, can change the fact that your daughter is gone. Remember her as she was. Do not suffer this piteous shade to tarnish her memory.
For every prayer that primal answers, it'll demand payment in kind. Do you have any idea how many more Ananta will die to feed its hunger for crystals?
They would have thee suffer man's spite and live in fear. Far better to dwell in my beauteous dream than endure so ugly a reality.
She's wrong! We hate the Empire as much as you, if you just listen!
Poor misguided children. I would spare you the torments of this cruel and misshapen world. Come, bask in my radiance. Let it fill your hearts and free you from your burdens.
I'm already out, right? Thank goodness. Why am I not standing in front of them?
Abide in misery then, fools. The Ananta are more deserving of my blessing. Leave these lands and my dreamers be. I will not warn you a second time.
No, I will not suffer the god to live. Sorry. I just need to gather 7 of my best friends. Is there really no way we can fight alongside you without being turned into one of her dreamers? Alas, no. I knew things were not going to end well the moment she stepped out of hiding. I know, it was stupid and foolish, but I had to try, Arantel. I had to. I had to try, and I failed. So you have to fight. There's no other way. Primals cannot be suffered to live. You know this. Maybe so, but every time we must turn to you and others like you to do what we cannot. I just wish there was another way. We can but do that which is within our power. Lise, Alphino, and I will go and seize their crystal stores. This will not happen again. And you, when it is finished, we will be waiting for you. Nope. She listens. We came too late for Gabu, but perhaps this time, when the primal is no more. Right, let's queue up. Hopefully this won't, oh no, 8 minutes. Bad sign. And I can't mount up in here, so I can't pull out my chair. Well, in that case, there's only one other acceptable thing I can do. Where is it? There it is. Yeah. Okay. Well, I suppose I shall... Wait a minute. I got a ping. Hello. Who pinged me, and why? Nope. 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 Okay. No. Okay. I. So, alas. Wait, why is OBS eating so much CPU? Usually it's lower than that. Weird. I suppose... No, go away. I suppose I will return to the conundrum of what I'm going to do during the fucking Evil East streams. Steam, you're open again. No, Valheim's too heavy. Valheim would be good, honestly. Valheim would be a good option. Easily paused, but it's a little too CPU intensive. Would not end well. Or I would need to keep my room in an icebox if I were to do that. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning might be fun. That should be reasonably light. I'm going to be very content never touching it again after I'm done doing the Evil East streams. That could be decent. It's just a fucking time killer. Oh, I could do like Ultra Kill though. I could just try and P rank levels in Ultra Kill. It's actually very tempting. Because at least it's like openly acceptable to be dog shit at Ultra Kill. Such a good game, man. Ultra Kill is like the ultimate. Oh, there's an update for it. It's like the ultimate form of a like retro FPS. It is so fucking fun. Such a good game. Cannot wait for more content to be added. Why is there no music in here? Why is there no... Here, hang on a minute. Can I get, Oh, what's the name of it? Hang on a second. I got this. Sri Lakshmi. Oh! You know what? I shouldn't be surprised by this. FF XIV and this, and I'll just drop the volume way down. There we go. This works. Even a little bit lower. Yeah, right there. Barely hear it. Just something to fill the background. Grand Blue Fantasy got a 2 GB update. I'm not fucking doing that right now. Fuck that shit. Not happening. Can't make me. Oh. Yeah, probably gonna do P ranking ultra kill levels, because then like a queue pops, I can just pause it, and do something else. It's definitely gonna be a like time filler because I'm only moderately okay at ultra kill. It works. Unless I can think of something better. I wish I could do something like something like stream me running around in Cyberpunk, clearing out like shit, because just some of the shit that happens when I'm just running around in Cyberpunk is peak content. Absolutely fucking wild. Some of the bugs I run into. Yeah. You know, unfortunately, I've already gone through all of my... Ooh, another person. They're a DPS, though, so they're not gonna... Oh, I remember seeing this person earlier. You know, they're unfortunately not gonna help my queue much. But, given the state of things, I think I can take all the help I can get, so... Take my W's where I can find them, you know? There are so many games that I've got... Hang on a minute. I don't have any embarrassing shit in my Steam library. I may as well. There we go. I've got so many games that would be, like, really fun to, like... That, like, would be really great to stream while... Oh, wait, no. I can fix this. There we go. There we go. This works. That would be, like, really fun to stream to, like, fill that time. But, like, a lot of... It popped! You bastard, I was talking about things. How dare you? But, like, I can't, because if I do it, then I'm gonna want to keep streaming that thing. Like, I'd love to do the Forgotten City, because I played the mod when it was still a thing for Skyrim. You know? But then I'm gonna want to finish the Forgotten City. You know, this is like one of my top 5 favorite boss themes in 14. It's just really good.
Open your heart to me.
Why do I have boss aggro? I know I'm doing a lot of damage, for goodness. Okay, Ninja doesn't know what they're doing. Oh wait, no, they're just in a bad spot. That was just unfortunate play by a number of people, myself included. There's a lot of mentors in this. Hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half the parties are on mentors.
Rest your weary souls in my bosom.
Get it. Preemptive charming.
I shall free you from your hate.
Oh, that wasn't a arena log. Honestly, all things considered, a little sad that Bard didn't get in on this one. I hope you're accused. In fact, if their queue is still going, when I get out of this, I might boost it. It'll take like it'll be redoing the fight. I did the same thing for Susano.
Do not your souls
Just,
weigh heavy?
make it a habit of queuing all the fucking trials twice. Like, no one should have to sit through a fucking 30-minute queue the first time. You know? Of course! Oh. Yes, sir, move! Okay, we're good. Should I get close enough to empty? Yeah, let's go.
Your souls are stained.
No, White Mage! Get it. I'm good.
I shall free you from your hate.
Why me? This is fine. Not ideal. I was hoping I could have gotten enough to got done. Rip. F. Get fucked. Absolutely destroyed. I love that fight. I love that song. Very good.
You did it again. You saved them. I just wish I could have been more help.
I kill gods. It's my thing. I enjoy it. It's not much, but it's honest work.
So, it looks like the Ananta did have a mountain of crystals after all. Like every other tribe. Gods were all such slaves to our weaknesses.
You slew our mistress! She was our hope, our salvation! Is there no end to your cruelty?
Listen to me, please. I know that you're only trying to protect yourselves because you feel frightened and alone. But that's how we all feel. Don't you see? If we could just turn to each other for help instead of the gods, I'm sure we could find a way to live in peace. Your crystals are important to you, aren't they? Reflections of your souls, right?
Lise?
Well, you shouldn't have to sacrifice something so precious to a primal.
They're tempered. Nothing you say is gonna convince them.
Question our choice. You who fight without fear. We wish only to live in peace. And if this be the price we must pay, then so be it!
I know there's nothing I can say to convince you.
At least you understand
that one
that.
day you look back and see we only ever wanted the same thing.
That's not gonna happen. At least they're tempered. They've lost their free will.
Be gone, damn you!
You were a scion for how
Spare
long?
me your hollow words, and leave me to mourn.
I'll go. But it doesn't mean I'm giving up.
Also, well,
Yerevannia is our home too.
they acknowledge her for the
And one
Moogles,
way or
though?
another, we're going to have to learn to live together. Come on. Alphino and Alize are waiting.
Which Essien taught you how to summon? Which one? I want to know names. Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Ala Mhigo.
Ah, the savage returns, and with her tail firmly between her legs, beaten by beastmen, I hear.
Lamau, wrecked.
It was a shameful display, by all accounts. She may have curried the Viceroy's favor with her bold promises, but in the end, she's just another plodding bungler like the rest of her kind.
Strange. You would think him a better judge of character. Then again, I hear she's not averse to a more physical mode of persuasion.
I thought she rose through the ranks rather quickly, but no longer. If only she had been content with her lot, she might have lived to see the morrow.
Fadola Rem Lupus. Commander of the Crania Lupi, reporting as ordered.
Why do you tremble so? Could it be that the Empire's butcher is afraid? That she who walks with death is terrified of her own?
I'm terrified of dying having achieved naught. Gladly would I give my life to win a great victory on the battlefield, had I but the strength.
Alas, you do not. Indeed, you are weak. And born of this weakness is a blind fervor, a raging inferno which threatens to consume not only you, but everyone around you.
Yes, my lord.
You were defeated by the Resistance on several occasions. You misjudged the Ananta and spurred them into summoning an icon. Have you anything to say?
I do not, my lord. My failures are my own. I am prepared to accept your judgment.
And that is very admirable. However, I've had enough of this dumb show. Give voice to that hunger I see in your eyes, or I will pluck them from your head.
I want... I want to make them pay! All of them! Everyone who ever mocked or looked down on me! I want the power to make them pay!
Very well. Then I shall give you a chance. A chance to transcend your mortal limits. Assuming, that is, you are prepared to wager your life for such power.
Transcend, my lord.
The power to transcend.
I came here prepared to die. Tell me what I must do.
No, I can't find just the voice line. Oh, that's sad. Oh well, I tried. We'll get to it eventually. The meme will have passed then, though. You finished then? Good. I'm glad it's over. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Well, I hope they get through their queue because I cannot see if they're still in it. You finished. Oh, I just. We had to use force to secure the crystals. Alize was not gentle. I didn't talk to Varja. Damn it. I wish we could have left on better terms, but that was never going to happen. It could be a problem if they got their hands on any more crystals, though. Never mind, we'll deal with that when that time comes. Foreshadowing is a literary device. I hate leaving it all to you. It makes me wish there were some way of borrowing the echo. Wow, they're really laying the fucking foreshadowing on thick. We got fucking shadow drifting. It's insane. You have done us a great service this day. Long shall my sisters sing the praises of the Icon Slayer. Let us bear word of them to them of Sri Lakshmi's passing. Come, friends, to Vera Nilia. Oh yeah. But trust me, believe me, total honesty, in the least lewd way possible. What is under Sri Lakshmi's dress? Because it like fans out to like the sides, but then like there's also like ballroom dresses that are like held up by a frame. So does Sri Lakshmi just have like two snake tails, and that's why it fans out like that, like a fucking Starbucks looking thing? Or is it just the way that the dress is constructed? I mean, it's not like it matters, but, you know, curiosity and whatnot. I just hope we won't have to deal with any more primals before we march on Ala Mhigo. Maybe. If only I had your power, the things I would do. Had the Quelanas' beliefs been closer to those of the Vera, this crisis could have been avoided. 'Twas your victory, 'tis only meet that you be the one to tell my sister. Ah, the winds whispered of your success, and your eyes confirmed their testimony. The Lady of Bliss no longer holds our Quelana sisters in her thrall. For this we thank you. I mean, the number of them are still tempered. Arentel did the deed, we were but witness to his heroism. However, I fear this is only the beginning, for there is no cure for that which drives the desperate to beseech the gods for salvation. Should they wish to use their crystals to summon Sri Lakshmi again, naught can be done to stop them. We ignore our sister's plight at our peril, this we know. We shall endeavor to show them another path so that the day you speak of never comes. We're all in this together, Ala Mhigans and Ananta. We understand that. Hopefully, in time, they will too. You and yours will ever be friends of the Vera. On that, you have my word. We should be getting back to the Peering Stones. Thank you again, Sarisha, for everything. All Vera will know of your deeds. Long shall they be celebrated. It was an honor to serve you, Icon Slayer. I would gladly do it again, and again, and again. I just like fighting gods, you know? It's a real ego boost. There's Conrad and Pippin. Can I locate Lys and Elise? No. No, looking like that's a no. Worth a shot? We heard about the primal. Excellent work. If you're looking for Arnvald and his unit, they are currently investigating reports of suspicious activity in the area. The hero returns, together with his stalwart comrades in arms. Glad to hear you managed to deal with the Ananta's primal before it could cause any more grief. Gods know we have enough to worry about. Ah! Welcome back. Comrade and Marshal Tarapin came to render aid, but I hear that won't be necessary. It won't. Sri Lakshmi is gone. Ah, but I should probably start at the beginning. Incredible. I don't know what to say. If you hadn't been there to stop her, who knows where it would have ended. You've saved a lot of lives, Arentel. Take pride in that. It must be said that this is something of an unprecedented situation. Previous summonings were, to my knowledge, planned well in advance by a tribe as a whole. Indeed, there are several aspects of this incident which bear further investigation. In any event, the Quelana's supply of crystals must remain limited for the foreseeable future, and ambient aether levels closely observed. Understood. The Alliance will consult with the Resistance and the Vera on how best to enforce said restrictions. Thank you, Vice Marshal. To other matters, then. What news of the Imperials? None, which itself is troubling. It seems as though the skulls and the remainder of the garrison have fully withdrawn into the peaks. We've seen neither hide nor hair of them since Velodina. Regardless of their reasons, our path is clear. Father has decided that it is time to advance east. Finally. He was also most emphatic. I'm something of I'll be empath myself. He was also most emphatic that you be spared further duties for the present. You are to rest. It would not do for the Warrior of Light to collapse from exhaustion during the march. We may not be as strong or as quick as him, but we are soldiers nonetheless. We can deal with the Imperials. You've earned this respite, so enjoy it. The same goes for you, Monago. You've been away from your family too long. Don't deny it. As you say, sir, thank you. We'll make the most of our time here. Much will hinge on whether we can capture or destroy Specula Imperatoris, though the facility was unassailable from the north. It is very much vulnerable to attack from the south. I know how you feel. I've never taken kindly to people telling me to rest. Nago used to tell me stories about her home, but somehow it didn't really register that we'd be up this high. Heh, looks like it's up to me and mine to give you lot a proper welcome. My mother prepared a special meal for this occasion, and I have it on good authority that hers is the finest cooking on this side of the Villardina. Uh-oh. It's back. Honored guests, I pray you partake of our humble offerings as we give thanks for your many valiant deeds. Where'd you get the fucking pineapples from? Thank you, sir, for this warm welcome. We are honored to break bread with you and your family. Come, eat your fill of our food and drink deep of our spirits. There's more than enough for all. Well, when you put it that way, don't mind if I do. She wasn't kidding when she said her mother could cook. You know, seeing her with her family, I can't help thinking of my own. How my father would come home from a hunt with dinner on his shoulder, and Yida would prepare it with herbs and spices. Our mother died when I was little, so she did most of the cooking. We didn't have much, but we had each other, and that was enough for me. But they wouldn't let us have even that. Theodoric, Gaius, of course, Father and Yida had to fight. I would have too if I had been older, but they didn't have to die. It never ends, does it? They call us beasts, and they treat us like them. They push and until someone pushes back, until someone takes up arms, or someone's gods, a false god. If the 12 are watching us, what are they thinking? What are they thinking when they see the strong hurt the weak? When people fight and die and nothing gets better, and it just goes on and on and on. There is no justice, just us. You'd have to ask them. Ellipses. There is no justice, just us. I know, that's why we're here, isn't it? Thanks for listening. I know I was just rambling, but I feel better somehow. Who knows what the answers are, or if there even are any. Either way, life goes on, and we've got to go on with it. Sorry, that sounded better in my head. I must be getting tired. Time to turn in, I think. Tomorrow's another day, eh? Let's see what it brings. Sleep well, Arentel. Stuff for 24 hours? Wild. How long has it been since I last saw my father? Maybe Alphino and I should plan a trip to Charlian when all of this is over, I mean. Nah, that'll never happen. So, if your mother's food is so good, why are you such a terrible cook? Honestly, you've got to get her to teach you the basics while we're here. Because I've got other skills, in case you've forgotten. I'm one of the finest hunters this tribe has ever seen. In any way, I don't remember you being a master culinarian. Speaking as someone who has not touched culinary whatsoever, there is something to be said of a home-cooked meal, is there not? We must cherish these moments, fleeting as they are. The fight will always be there, waiting for us to return. Yup. Yup. Mm-hmm. I trust you are well and rested and refreshed. You are well rested and refreshed. Then let us return to the front. The greater part of the Alliance forces should have advanced into the peaks, but into the peaks by now. I expect we will pass many of our comrades on the road east. There is a checkpoint along the way, as I recall, but we will need only identify ourselves to the soldiers in order to pass. Oh wait, it started? What? Huh? Okay, hang on a minute. Detour, we're doing the event. Apparently the event's happening. Let's go. According to this purple text. This purple text you cannot read. Oh, someone paid $300. What was that? Oh. Aethernet, aft castle. There's nothing here. What are you on about? Fucking event happening. What event? What? Does it not start in Limsa? Am I in the wrong part of Limsa? Okay, maybe I can't do it when I'm in New Game Plus mode. Okay, let's cover all our bases, exit New Game Plus. Still, oh no, there it is! Right? It has to be it. A quest wouldn't exist there if it wasn't a new thing. I'm just a little shocked it doesn't start in the fucking aft castle. Damn. Ahoy! A journey to remember. Rimumu has caught wind of a promising story and seeks an adventurer to help separate fact from fiction. Excuse me, sir, do you have a moment? I'm Rimumu, with the Harbor Herald, and judging by your dress, you're one of the well-traveled adventurers I've heard so much about. No doubt one, as worldly as yourself, has heard the rumors of an unusual warrior maiden from the Far East. Danger constantly follows in her footsteps, and the Far Easterners I've spoken with claim her dress and fighting style are nothing they've ever seen. Do you know what happened the last time a strange warrior from unknown lands came to Eorzea? The upstart, Peter Winsome, practically stole the parchment from my desk to write his story. Our readership soon doubled, and he's been regarded as the Harbor Herald's finest reporter ever since. That should have been my story, and I'll be damned if he beats me to this one. To this one. If following her is as dangerous as it sounds, I'll need an adventurer like you to help to keep me safe. If you're interested, meet me down at Costa del Sol. That's where she was last spotted. So that's where I plan to start. I hope to see you at Costa del Sol, sir. If all goes as planned, I'll have a real story to finally put Peter Winsome in his place. Costa del Sol. I could get a ferry. It would be marginally cheaper, but I don't have to be that stingy. Ah, you're here at last. I was beginning to think you wouldn't come. She was here just a few bells ago, or so I was told. Look, over there. Could it be? all the glamour possibilities. Mostly those gloves. We'll see how those gloves die. The boots also aren't bad. The chest piece... I mean, it can be used in all classes, can it? Begging your pardons, please do not think me strange for asking, but can you tell me if we are close to Selbinia, or perhaps Mahura? I fear I am hopelessly lost. Selbina? Mahura, sorry dear, which you're on the eastern shore of Vilbrand, eastern Lenosia to be precise. I take it you're the far easterner, the far eastern traveler that's been the talk of the taverns as of late. You've cut quite the warpath through Eorzea, from what I've heard. Yes, I hail from the far east, but Vilbrand? Lenosia? I cannot recall such names, though truth be told, I cannot recall much of anything since awakening in these strange surroundings. By Brigot's beard. You mean you've lost your memory? I remember my name is Iroha. I'm training in the way of the glaive, though I feel I'm still a novice. Before awakening here, I was on a mission to forgive me, it is hard to make sense of what little I can recall. The only clear thoughts in my mind are of master and a powerful technique I labor to perfect. Amatsu Kiyori. I am certain it is essential to completing my mission. Interesting. You'd remember training above all else. Perhaps that's the key. If you continue to practice your master's teaching, it stands to reason other related memories might come back to you. Recalling my mission by first recalling master's techniques. Yes, that does seem plausible. I do not doubt many of the techniques I learned have a specific purpose. It would only be a matter of focusing on this particular one. This is the scoop I've been waiting for. A Far Eastern warrior on a special mission. What if we are in danger? This isn't some fairy tale like Peter's story. People need to know, and she's no good to us if she can't remember anything. Help her so that we can get to the bottom of this. Here, take this map before you go. Training won't do any good if you get lost, now will it? Your kindness is greatly appreciated. Thank you. To journey alone in this strange land would be a trial all its own, I'm sure. Might we explore the shore south of here? I recall mentioned that the beach was an excellent place for training. Something about the aquatic wildlife being suitable for sparring. If the creatures here are similar, I would very much like to try my hand against them. And I trust you'll ensure she has every opportunity to do so. Now, don't let me keep you. The sooner she remembers her mission, the better. When she's had her fill of combating critters along the coast, perhaps you should rest in Limsa, where it's safer. Bulwark Hall should do nicely. It's the first place she'll see after coming through the gates. What am I looking for? I would imagine it'd be like right here. Because that's where all the people are hanging out. I'm not seeing them. Oh, it's a fate. Of course it's a fate. I can read. So... this beach is somehow familiar. Ah, beautiful. Level sync. Slaughter crabs. Oh yeah. Oh, I have nothing. Oh, I love being level 35. So much fun. Well, I should have swapped being a tank, man. At least then I'd have like a handful of AoE skills that are like worth it on. What's up? Oh, I literally don't even have Kasha. Okay. So fun. Is that a strange stone? I got a strange stone? I did get a strange stone. Nifty. I thought that was just a generic aether crystal. Hello. Training at the beach was invigorating. It has been too long since I enjoyed such sport, fighting alongside one so well versed in the arts of war. I would like to think I improved my form by following your example. At first, I doubted crabs would be suitable for practice, but I was quite wrong. Testing my strength against their hardened shells, swing after swing, over and over again, I could easily spend days or even weeks at a time battling them. If only I could remember who suggested this training regimen. Oh my, what a peculiar stone. I sense something within it, something familiar, something dark. Spooky. A grueling battle in the cold against evil made manifest, a lord of shadows, long dead yet somehow resurrected, the fate of the realm hanging in the balance, I remember, and yet I am not convinced these visions relate to my mission. Why would Master entrust me with the means to slay such a foe? The answers must lie within my memories, they have to. All the more reason I must hurry to complete my training and perfect Amatsu Kiyori. While waiting for your arrival, I asked a number of travelers from Gridania. I think, where I might find creatures of a more dark and unusual nature. They told me a place called Hawk Manor, a cursed estate whose grounds play host to various sorts of hellish monsters. These creatures sound like promising opponents, full of the fury and cunning I would expect in a true battle. Now then, let us be off. When we are finished, we can meet in the nearby town. Pop-Tart? Amazing name. Anyway, to Hawk Manor. I am gonna be swapping. I'm gonna be swapping to Gunbreaker. Fuck it. Gunbreaker's never gonna come up in the MSQ. I may as well play some Gunbreaker while I have a bodyguard. We're bodyguarding in a sense, if you want to think about it that way. It works. It works. I'm saving up tomestones to get the new relic for Gunbreaker. Gunbreaker, Reaper. I think that's it, really. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of most of the relics. Most of the end step of the relics. I think that, there have been a lot of really good skins in this relic series. It's just a shame that... Although, honestly, I'm thinking about it, and that's how I feel about most of the relic series. No, not most. Half. Because I don't think the last step of most of the Shadowbringers relics look very good. Hence why I didn't bother pushing it very far. And I don't think the last step of the Endwalker ones are very good either. At least not most of them. Again, Gunbreakers is really good. I'm torn on Machinist. Machinist, I think... previous steps look better, but I don't think the last step looks bad. I don't like how all of the end steps are sci-fi. They're all the exact same style. I think that's a really unfortunate thing. Whereas before, leading up to it, they had styles that fit better with the jobs. Eh. Oh. Oh, yep. Here we go. Here she comes. Reaper's looks really cool. Even though my Reaper glam is not sci-fi at all, I could probably live with using it. No, I'm not saying that. We done? We done. Ooh, a blue one this time. Nifty. Right, now to New Britannia. Yeah, then once I finish this seasonal quest, I'm gonna take a break for a bit. Walk away, get some food. Probably gonna be a long break. My apologies in advance. Oh, someone's ready for a Pictomancer. Thank you for once again aiding in my training. To witness such majesty and grace in the battlefield is truly inspiring. It serves as a wonderful lesson in combat. There you go. Our funny rock. Oh, you found yet another strange stone. Yes, it radiates with a warmth, much like the last, but the color is... Wait, do you hear that? Elves? A long and arduous journey together with a young girl. This vision is not what I expected. We fought many battles together, and we were not alone. No, I dare say our comrades were well beyond counting, but what business would I, a lowly student, have undertaken such missions? I cannot make sense of it. Still, I must thank you for this. Before meeting you, I was hopelessly lost, smothered by a fog of fear and uncertainty. But now I have your light to guide me. You have brought me yet another step closer to completing my training and unlocking the memories still dormant within me. After speaking with a few of the patrons here before I arrived, I believe I found the perfect place to continue honing my skills, the Segoli Desert. If what I was told is true, a creature of unspeakable terror roams the sands. They say its strength is impossible to gauge, as no one lives to tell of its great might, but together I believe we can lay the beast low. When we have finished, we can take a hard-earned rest in Ul'dah. Right. Let's hope I don't miss the fate, because I don't want to be standing around for 8 minutes. Wait. Oh, that's the new Dark Knight sword. Mount up. Head out. Let's go. I don't see the fate, which is a good sign, but there's also a lot of fates. No! Shit, it spawned! Oh no, it's almost over! Come on, I can make it! No, stop killing it! No! Come on, come on. Off the bird, sink, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it! Okay, I think I'm good. I don't need gold ranking to progress. I hope. That counts, right? Right? That counts? I didn't get a rock. No! These event things usually go pretty fast. We shouldn't be waiting too long. Fucking hope. Anyway, while I wait, hey look, it's Steam. This is a good game. I just don't like the exhaustion mechanic. I'm gonna fucking solo this bug, aren't I? Oh, that's rough. You know, it's like, there's a lot of games in here like that I could feasibly do while I'm waiting for queues during the Evilise raids, but like a lot of them, it's like, well, I don't want to do that because I'm gonna want to keep playing them. I'm gonna want to finish them on stream, right? Like a Medieval is one, or one of the older Baldur's Gate games, which I will get to eventually, probably. I just gotta, you know, learn Thaco. Bastion's one. Like, I've never finished Pre-Sequel. I only briefly played it. I hear it's bad. Crosscode. Man. What rotten luck, man. What if the Fate doesn't spawn if there aren't enough people? That would be, like, bad. Surely the Fate will spawn, right? Surely. This is like exactly. Oh, I still have display capture on. Oops. This is like exactly why I don't like when fates are tied to any variety of progress in anything. I don't even know what directions he's gonna be walking from, so I can't, like, look over there, you know? Hey, Fate's spawn. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna fuck this bug up on my own at level 37. You know that fiend? Those jagged pincers dripping with venom. It is Circuit, an infamous beast and slayer of countless men. Come, let us bring an end to its legend and see ours grow in its wake. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. My chances ain't looking great. We're doing like no damage to each other. Yeah, I've always got the brutal shell combo if I get desperate. The biggest question is going to be whether or not I can kill him. I don't know if I have the DPS to actually kill this thing. Oh, thank God I've got help. Our chances just multiply. Oh, and more people? Oh man, it's got us in the bag. Oh shit, it's vulnerable to slow. That's fun. I got here first. You will not be stealing this from me. Almost done. Right, back to Ulda. Let's hope none of these people got fucked over like I did. The bard's not teleporting. Oh no. I don't think he got credit. Oof. Oof. I wonder if I could have done this as Blue Mage. Or can Blue Mages not do the event quests? As Blue Mages can't do most things. There are no words to express my gratitude for your assistance. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine confronting the legendary circuit. If not for you, I would be but one of the countless victims who succumbed to its poisonous sting. Venomous sting? We weren't fucking eating it, lady. Another stone, yes, it comes to me now. A mortal struggle, forbidden magics uttered in a final bid for salvation. Familiar? Nifty. It all makes sense now. The pitched battles, the arduous journeys, the fellowship of adventurers. It was not my life that I recalled, but rather the tales of a great hero I mistook myself as. I suspected such feats were too extraordinary to be my own, and the memories held within this stone have removed all doubt. They were of a journey into the past, one that revealed a horrible truth I dare not repeat aloud. And I remember my home, Venedil. It is not some territory or continent, but an entirely different world. My memories return to me now, and it is all thanks to you. More importantly, I believe now I understand how to wield Amatsu Kirori. It should not be long before my path home is clear to me as well, but first I must see my training to its completion. While waiting here, I heard unsettling stories of a foul beast terrorizing Bronze Lake. This is a perfect opportunity to put into practice everything I have learned. Today is the day I wield the power of Amatsu Kirori. After this last endeavor, let us meet in Limsa Lominsa. Please let me teleport. I do not want to miss another fate. Please. Please. I beg you. No. Find motor skills, please. Okay. We gotta go so fucking fast, guys. We gotta go so fucking fast. Go. Okay, the fate hasn't spawned yet. Oh, it's about to, though. Oh, just in time. Let's go. Oh, I want to head aggro. I want to be the tank. It doesn't matter. He's fucking gone. It's over. It's over. Dread Dragon. Solid name. Not even a dragon. I feel scammed. Give me my rock. And then back to Linza Lominza. Yeah, someone paid $300 for a statue. At last, the power of Amatsu Kyori is mine to command, and my memories are slowly but surely returning. None of this would have been possible if not for your unwavering guidance. To think I could have forgotten a mission so vital, my resolve was unyielding, my mind focused on the task before me. In the end, I fear I may have jeopardized all I hold dear. As I told you earlier, my home is, or rather was, a world known as Vanadiel. Try as we might, its destruction could not be forestalled. But fate saw fit to give me one last chance. I was allowed to travel back in time, to escape to the past before the darkness had consumed all. Together with the heroes of the past, I knew that tragedy could be averted, just as it had been so many times before. Master was the greatest of them all, a hero without equal, whose grand adventures I mistook as my own memories. I cannot help but feel I'm still forgetting something else important, something that happened to Master. Suppose in time it will come to me. Before I leave, might we go and speak with Rimumu? If not for her insistence, I would have been bereft of your assistance. It would be rude not to extend my thanks to her as well. I cannot shake the feeling I'm once again forgetting something, but I suppose it will not matter when I return. Oh, how I longed to once more fight at Master's side. Arona told me the good news. Her memory is, for the most part, restored. Perhaps more importantly, her training is complete. If you hadn't come with me to Costa del Sol, I dare say she'd still be swinging at crabs along the beach. Now that I have you here, I'd very much like to talk to you about my about that which you were doing before we arrived. How exactly did you come to be here in Eorzea? Cutscene time. And you say you went back in time trying to save your world. Yes, you have the right of it. No life was spared by the darkness. None save for mine, that is. Fate intervened, and I was sent back to the past, to a time where I could find heroes capable of saving Vanadiel. That is how I was reunited with Master, although at a much earlier time than I anticipated. The last thing I remember is a fierce battle in a strange light. When I next awoke, I was here, to be torn away from Master when I was needed most. My heart feels like it may burst. How awful. You were close then. My Master was like family to me, an exceptional warrior besides. I've spent my entire life striving to become such a hero and to live up to the legends I so fondly remember. It all began with a stone, or so the story goes. In ages past, a sentient jewel, enormous and beautiful, banished the darkness. Its light filled the world with life and brought forth mighty gods. The world entered an age of bliss, that is, until the gods fell into slumber. That world is my home, Vanadiel. It was home to 3 great nations, the Kingdom of Sandonara, the Republic of Bastok, and the Federation of Windhurst. Powerful as they were, though, in times of strife, they would turn to a single hero, my master. Be it a demon of rage seeking vengeance, or a spiteful god, our destruction. Master was always there to pull us back from the brink of oblivion. So long as there is light and life in the world, the legend of Vana'diel's greatest hero will live on. There is little wonder these stories were the first to spring back to my mind. I have all but memorized them, but no matter how many times I asked, you would always... Oh, please excuse me for a moment. When I looked at you, something in your eyes reminded me of Master, and I... Don't worry yourself over it. I imagine our friend here often has that effect on people. There's... No, because I didn't link my account. Okay. I'll just say, there's no way that, like, it recognizes that I played Final Fantasy XI for a bit. I realize how ridiculous this seems. Anyone in their right mind would think it's some fanciful dream, but for me, this world is the dream, and now it is time to reawaken. When next I open my eyes, I will be home in Vana'diel, once more at Master's side. This may be just a dream, but it is one I shall never forget. Thank you for everything. Nope, no luck. It would seem I am not yet ready to return. Is this perhaps the will of the goddess? If it is by her will, then so it shall be. I vow to work hard every day to become a warrior worthy of your teachings. Then, when the time comes, we shall meet again here in Eorzea, or perhaps in the waking world. There goes the greatest story I'll never get to write. An adventurer from another world traveling back in time to save her people. Who's going to believe such a silly tale? I'll leave the flights of fancy to Peter, but for her sake, I hope she finds her way home, wherever that may be. I was kind of hoping I'd get to fight the Shadow Lord, who I think is actually the Shadow Lord, or called the Shadow Lord in 11. You know, I might have talked about this before. I don't know. I very briefly played Final Fantasy 11. I didn't get like anywhere, like nothing. I think I reached like level 5, like level 10, like no progress. But yeah, no, it's just, I don't know. It's not for me. I'm very happy for the people that enjoy it. And, I don't know, maybe if I really put in a lot of effort, I could probably get into it as well. I'm good. Thanks. Thank you for helping me with that story on Iroha. I only wish the information we obtained from it was worth the trouble. A time-traveling warrior from another world who would believe such a thing. There's no way I could proclaim it to be true, but it did make for a nice piece of fiction in the papers. Perhaps better luck next time, eh? Alas. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go put these in my armory. Keep. I think Elimza's got my, no, Shadowbringers has my favorite in-room. in the game. I think the Inn room in Shadowbringer is like the best one. But Cairo Inn isn't bad. I think out of Gridania, Limsa, and Ul'dah, Limsa's got the best inn. Wait, let's put these away. I will fuck around with their glamour implications later. You can't dye them? Wait a fucking minute. Hang on. Yeah, so fucking what joke is this? No fucking way you can't dye them. Really? Oh, these are useless then. Unfucking usable. I'm so mad. Come on. Even the Thug's mug is dyeable. Oh well. Fucking Lucian's jacket is dyeable. That's also like a game crossover. So is the Thug's mug though. It's fucking Dragon Quest. Oh goddamn. Oh well, whatever. Back in New Game Plus, I got. Oh, with the samurai. The order doesn't matter, but hey. Wait a minute. Why does Gunbreaker have that button? I usually only put that on the jobs where they come up in the MSU. Is there a side quest series where I think Gunbreaker fits? I guess Bozja, but I'm not doing Bozja. I might do Bozja. Maybe. Very small chance. Anyway, let's pick out... What do you mean I can't fucking do that in New Game Plus? God fucking damn it. My life is so hard, guys. It's so fucking hard. Why can't you use the orchestration in New Game Plus? What the fuck? Anyway... Trials... do I not have it? No, I guess I don't. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna be real fucking sad. History... Can I search? That should be enough. I don't have it? Goddamn? Well then, that's... shit. Locales. Nope. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is what drops from that fate. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I will be back in just a bit. Hopefully not too long, but I am very, very hungry, and I don't want to end stream quite yet. So, yep. Back in a moment. Hi, I'm back. I had some food, took care of some other stuff. I hope I wasn't gone that long, but it looks like I was gone for about, like, 20 minutes. Not ideal, but hey. So, let's get right back into the MSQ. Oh, that's obnoxious. Uh-oh. Wait, can we see it? We can see it. Oh, stop that. Spooky. Wonder what's going on here. Slash, double slash. Sorry, I'm just checking something. Don't you really? Why? Why? Why can't I? Is it just a completely removed feature? You can't do it on anyone anymore? You're fucking kidding me, right? Twitch? It's gotta be an OBS. Okay, apparently, either I'm doing a stupid, or it's a very real thing. You can't seek in videos during live broadcasts. Actually, no. No, I know it's a okay, it's not worth it. I know what I'm doing wrong. Nothing's different. I'm just an idiot. We're moving on. Scions, a pleasure to have you with us again. You'll be happy to hear we've taken Ala Mhigo and have already begun fortifying it as our new base of operations in the peaks. Give a shout to the lads as you pass, eh? Now, I know where I would like to get to before the end of stream, but no promises. I won't even tell you what it is, in fact. Unless we get there.
I remember how they laughed. Alliance and Resistance soldiers, eager for battle, trading jokes as we marched east towards the peaks. Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat. But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
My village, the one we visited with Mefred, is far to the north. There's no easy way to get from it here, though. To get to it from here. What? There's no easy way to get to it from here, though. Goodness. Well, that is a nifty detail. Cool. I never took the time to appreciate this. How far out can I go? I'm flying there. You can't stop me. Wait, what? Wait. Oh. Oh, wait. No, it is actually the same map zone. I forgot how fucking massive this fucking map was. Goodness. Anyway. Though the pass and through the pass and onward to the southeast, was it? The Imperials sure do like their towers, don't they? As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches, hence why the Imperials built Specula Imperatoris where they did. See those 3 towers to the east? That's her. She sits right on the edge of a cliff, so attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. You see now why Veladina was so important, eh? Right then, come along. They're waiting for us in Ala Mhigo. Lore important object. Oh no, there they are. Let's not fly over their heads. Ala Mhigo was once a hub of trade and commerce, as I recall, hence the need for a large central square. Ala Mhigo is famous for that giant crystal. Some say Ralgr himself put it there. The settlement is remarkably intact. I see little evidence of fighting. I missed someone. Oof. I think I missed Elfino. Here we are, the new base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance. Ah, there you are. Greetings, General. I see you have been quite busy in our absence. Less than you may imagine. The Imperials flattered our coming, and we took the village without a fight. Your timing is impeccable. We were about to discuss our strategy to seize Specula Imperatoris. Though we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend. Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves and join us when you're ready. Oh. Rather cowardly of them, uncharacteristically so. So that's why the village was unharmed. I don't know why the Imperials would abandon Ala Mhigo without a fight, but I'm glad they did. Nago? Well, you heard the Flame General. Looks like we've got a meeting to attend. Enjoy your time with Minago and her kin. Aye, that's what I want to hear. Too many soldiers forget the importance of time away from all this. Step in. Everything appears to be in order. Very good, very good. On behalf of the Elder Seedseer, I thank you for your swift and decisive action against the primal menace. We are not unaware of the danger it posed to our fair nation. The Imperials underestimated us once, and they paid dearly for it. They may not be so easily deceived next time, but if we cannot fool them, we will simply have to break them. No, stop. That everyone? Then let us begin. Ala Mhigo is ours, and for a mercy we took it without losing a single man. But we dare not grow complacent. Specula Imperatoris will not be so easily won. If I may, General, should we not pause to consider the Imperials' motivations? For Xenos to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Ala Mhigo is through the east, through Specula Imperatoris, in Castrum, It bears repeating, however, that the latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power. Which means that we will need to strike Specula Imperatoris quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field, and to utilize the installation as a shield against attack, as they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers. I see. So we have no choice but to accept what we have been given. Aye, that's the way of it. I've no doubt that Xenos has got something planned, but we'll just have to deal with it when the time comes. To the assault, then. The main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperatoris. During that time, I will hold the Scions in reserve at Ala Mhigo to deal with any Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response. Understood. Wait a minute, we should be fighting with you in the resistance. I understand you don't want to rely too much on our intel after what he's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. Eh? Don't do anything too reckless, alright? I won't. I promise I'll do what Conrad says. Maybe it would be best if I accompanied you. Elise can stay with our intel. I'll go if he must. The two of us can take care of ourselves. You have your orders. Dismissed. Meanwhile, deep within an Imperial research facility.
Let us see. So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Guardians are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics. This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabard. Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage. It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Ala Mhigo, through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alagiri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specular Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the Watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
My curiosity won out, and I looked up ceruleum. I've the fandom wiki, so grains of salt and all that. But no, there's no mention of what ceruleum is other than blue and volatile. So, damn, the dinosaurs sure were fucking weird, weren't they? So full of fire and eager, weren't? Really? Weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong and they have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I wasn't about to let Lise go alone. Nope, they're all gone. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, I sent word to Arnvald's squadron. They're already searching other nearby areas, so we have allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means. Bird. I almost feel bad. Oh my god, he survived. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. He ate an 8. I guess it is only 860. Actually, out of curiosity, hang on. I've definitely checked this before. What is the potency on Minari? They did drop it. Am I thinking of the math I did for Kaiten? Wait a minute. That's what I'm thinking of. I remember the big hit used to be something like 1,000 points after converting this. Give me a moment, Arentel. Say that again, if you would. No, maintain your distance for now. Understood. Keep me appraised of any developments. That was Arnvald. The pair that was spying on us in the fringes has followed us here. What about you, Arentel? Any trouble? And there I was, thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope the assault on Specula Imperatoris is going well. I'm sure it's going fine. I mean, Rauban is there, Lise is there, Alphino is there. Everyone who's all of the really powerful people who aren't the main character, they're all there. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Move!
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
I'm sorry, what
Work
was
here
that
is all
sound?
but done. What of Conrad and his men?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me!
Report.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Zeno said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Zenos yourself. I thought not. Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now, give the order.
Initiate firing sequence.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
That's right. Rudolph, Emlyn. For us. For our people. For our future.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
Seven hells!
Long-range artillery.
Those treacherous bastards! Their people were still fighting! Full retreat! Now! Relay the orders!
Understood. All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
By the 12s, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. You heard it too, didn't you? It must have been the cannon at Castrum, Albania. But that was an Imperial installation. Christ. Their troops were still... Damn it, no one's responding. I don't know if the shell's being jammed or... We have to go right now. They need our help. This way. There's no time to lose. I forgot there's multiple fucking gates in the zone. It's worse than it looks. He probably wasn't even... Pull yourself together. The gate... Pull yourself together. The gate. That is our way inside. We need to find my brother right now. Fuck doors. Can't make me use a door. Damn it! I don't see them. My brother or Lise. Maybe the general knows something. It shall be done. I'm glad you're here. You're here, Captain. In case it isn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us on Specula Imperatoris. I didn't think that they had it in them to kill their own men just to kill us. Gods damn them all. Where is my brother? Tell me where he is. I want to see him. He was in the tower when it was struck, but that need not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating, and many remain unaccounted for. Elise, listen. There are soldiers wounded and dying all around us. Soldiers with families, just like you and me. They need our help. Do you understand? He's right. I'll take the north. You take the east. Tell the adders we need their conjurers ready to receive our wounded, and get me every carriage you can find. They could fire on us again at any moment. It shall be done. Oh yeah, I don't know why Pippin had dialogue before I could talk to Rabban to get the full image. Oh, no, he's dead. Thank you. I think I can manage on my own. For a moment there, I thought I was bound for Thal's Great Hall. Ye gods, what were the Imperials thinking? Just give me a moment to let the world stop spinning, will you? There. Algeri's not far. I'll make it. Walk past this guy to get to the others, but okay. I don't think he's doing too hot. Oh shit, he's not dead. I'm a little surprised. Everything hurts. I think I was struck by debris from a tower. Wait, I know you. Arentel Malfriend, Ward of House Fortums. We fought together on the steps of faith. You saved my life back then and now. I can walk. Thank you 1,000 times. Thank you. Conrad, can you hear me? Nago, put him down over there. Oh, there's Lise. Oh, there's Ulf now. Arentel, full glad am I to see you. Wait, where is my sister? Looking for you. Oh, mighty Ralgar, oh noble Azima, I beg you, do not take him from us.
Conrad! Conrad, speak to me!
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
Conrad?
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing. Well, that's that then. Time's up.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Ala Mhigo together. We're not going to stop here.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lise. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
Conrad.
Lead them to victory. To freedom.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
Meanwhile, in the chaos of Castrum, Albania.
Next round, double the charge.
Come, Nidhogg. We are needed.
It's the cerulean pipeline!
Impossible! How can one man... Shoot the bastard! Shoot him!
My lance has slain far greater beasts. You're welcome, boy.
Boy. Boy.
Notify all units! I want that intruder found! And get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon! The savages are coming!
I promise. No, 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 you can't. Not now. We could have killed them. We could have walked away. But instead we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. We showed them mercy, and this was their response. Fire and blood. This was their answer. Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not. God's is my witness. Then there will be a reckoning. Forgive me, now is not the time for vows of vengeance. We must remain calm and rational and in control. The Imperials have demonstrated a willingness to fire on their own. So long as we remain here, we are in danger. And we three will see to Commander Kemp's body. Find my sister and return to Alagiri. We will meet you in Alagiri. I pray you find my sister and leave at once. Crying. We'll look after him. You should go. Literally 30 feet away. There. That should suffice for now. Go on and join the others. Tell me you found Alphino. Tell me he is all right. Alphino's fine. Kemp is not. Oh, thank the 12. Thank the 12. I don't know what I would have done, though, saying that. What will the resistance do without Commander Kemp? Sorry, not here, not now. We should return to Alagiri. Keep an eye out for any wounded who need our help on the way. Oh, they're already gone. What should we do? We've got plenty of our own wounded to deal with. Say the word, and I'll finish them quick. It wasn't long ago I was trying to kill you and yours. I half expected you were about to slit my throat. To hell's with this. I should be back home in Ilsbar instead of taking fire for my so-called comrades. Put me in a jail or whatever. I'm through with it. You hear me? I surrender. Ooh, a hunt. Nifty. Oh, this is a big fucking area. Oh, there they are. Oh, there's two of them hiding in here. That's fun. I'm excited for that. Oh, bless you. Kind. Wait, is that you, Arentel? I don't know you. I didn't recognize you at first. Been feeling a bit dizzy. Must have lost a lot of blood. I can keep going. I can keep going. Go on without me, Arentel. I'll not be long. I don't recognize you. Thanks, friend. Bloody tourniquet came loose, and I was having trouble getting it back on. I should be fine the rest of the way. I knew we'd lose people doing this, but him? I was sure the old bear would outlast us all. I did what I could for those I found along the way, but some were beyond help. It's up to all of us to carry on in his stead. It's up to me. Arentel, we have given over Commander Kemp's remains for safekeeping. Later, I have no idea when, rites must needs be performed. For now, however, we must carry on. We must press forward. We must not give in to despair. All Alliance and Resistance units have now withdrawn from Specula Imperatoris. It is time we spoke with General Alden. Grim though it is, the Conjurers have had no choice but to impose a rigid triage system when treating the wounded. Under the circumstances, we have to be realistic. We lost a lot of men inside the tower. Casualties are still mounting among those who survived. Mark my words, when this is all over, I will take the heads of every officer in Castrum. I'll swing the bloody axe myself if I have to. These deaths weigh heavy on my soul, Commander Kemp's most of all. He was a wise leader, he was a patriot, but above all else, he was a good man who will be sorely missed. One of many lost this day. I ask for a moment's silence to pray for the souls of the departed. We have suffered a grievous defeat, but we cannot and will not renounce this cause. The die has been cast. Hold tight to this grief, this anger, and let it drive you forward. Let it be your strength and your shield when next you face the enemy. It will carry us far, General. Of that I have no doubt. Ere we take another step towards Ala Mhigo, however, we must first address the question of how to deal with Castrum cannon. If the Imperials are willing to employ the weapon without thought of their own soldiers' safety, we may struggle to approach them. A frontal assault is out of the question. We would lose countless men before we even reached the walls. Would we? Recall that the Imperials could have obliterated our forces had they kept firing, but neglected to do so. They had no strategic reason to cease fire, which begs the question, why did they? You suspect they were unable to fire the cannon again, mayhap due to a malfunction. Or one of their officers found his conscience after the first barrage, or a heretofore unknown resistance faction chose that moment to disable it. There are many possibilities, but the fact remains that they stop when logic dictated they continue. Then I'll just have to go and see for myself if this cannon is still operational. Are you mad? Conrad put you in charge of the resistance. We can't risk losing another commander so soon. I know how you feel, Nago. I do, but I need you to understand. It wasn't long after Papalimo and I arrived at Rauger's Reach that Conrad first asked me to join the resistance, and then he kept on asking. Every time I said no, I told myself it was because of the Scions, but even then I knew deep down that it was an excuse. I was still afraid of following my heart because I couldn't be sure if it was for me or for Yuta. But then I met someone on the other side of the world who had struggled with the same worries, and as we traveled and fought together, I saw him grow and become a leader his people needed him to be. And now it's my turn to do the same. There's a lot of us left, and of the ones that are, there's not a lot of us left, and of the ones that are, many are still wounded, and we have to make do with what we've got, and I'm the best qualified. It's as simple as that. But don't worry, Nago. I'll come back. I promise. While I acknowledge Commander Heck's right to carry out this mission, I see no reason why she should do so alone. Captain, will you go with her? Hell yeah. We would have done it even if you hadn't asked, sir. I suppose someone's got to keep her out of harm's way. Then it's settled. We will await your return. You want to talk about the axe, Alize. When did Lys become leader of the resistance? That is, I suppose we have Hien to thank for this too. I understand Monago's concern. If they were to lose another leader so soon after losing Conrad, the resistance might not recover. Conrad confided in me that he was considering naming her as his successor, so it didn't come as a complete shock. I mean, I was still surprised, but I have never once doubted his judgment. None of us have. If he thought Lys was the best choice, then she is. Sorry to drag you into this, Arentel. It may not be the decision Conrad would have made, but I'm not Conrad. I never will be. I don't know what kind of leader he was hoping for, but right now, all I can do is be myself. If you don't mind, I'd rather not wait around and have people try to talk me out of it. Well, let's get moving. I know a good vantage point overlooking the Castrum. Noomcraft's Hope. The ship stranded on the rocks to the east of here. It shouldn't take us long to get there. Oh, but there might be some ancient golems guarding it, or that might just be an old wives' tale. Either way, it's worth the risk. Lys, Commander, I pray you proceed with all due caution. Do not hesitate to call upon us if needed. I am a living god. I will be fine. To reach the ship, we'll have to scale the cliff face. I've got some climbing gear, and I'll get some climbing gear and meet you there. All right. The ship dates back to the days of the Great Flood. The legend goes that it was teleported onto the rocks by magic. No idea if it's true, but I'll be damned if I know how else it could have gotten up there. Wait, let's go. Back to waiting. Sorry to keep you waiting. I see you've met the golems. Looks like the old stories were true, eh? In a way. I'm glad. Right then, time to climb. Ooh, that took a bit more out of me than I expected. And here she is, Noomcraft's Hope, the ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the sixth umbral calamity. It's comforting to think that there have always been people who cared this much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help thinking they must be made up. But the proof's right here, isn't it? I don't just mean the ship, you know. I mean you. Long before anyone started calling you a hero, you were there for those in need. You did things for people when you didn't have to. Sometimes even when they didn't want you to. It can't have been easy staying true to yourself, but we're all better for it, me included. I'll never be a leader like Conrad or Hien or my father. But I can be a friend to you all, and I can fight by your side. I can be me, and that'll just have to be enough, eh? Strange to think back on it. If we'd been standing in different places, or if the shell had struck the tower differently, it would have been me instead of Conrad, or maybe both of us. What kind of monster murders their own? Is that smoke from Castrum Albania? Wait, it's coming from the cannon. I can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell that it won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. This is our chance, Arntel, to avenge Conrad and all the others who died in the tower, friend and foe. To take Castrum Albania and bring the bastards who gave the order to fire to justice. It won't be easy after the losses we took, but I know everyone's chomping at the bit to strike back. But with the right plan, I'm certain we can do it. We have to tell the others. Come on. Oh, no, shit, no, stop. Right. Easier down than up, eh? Though not necessarily safer. Anyway, no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now, before the Imperials have time to fix their cannon. There's no time to lose, Arntel. General Alden needs to know what we saw. Bird. You look like you've got something important to say. Well, did you learn anything of value? I'm relieved that the two of you made it back in one piece. I mean, I always am, but it's a little different now, isn't it? We have lost so many men already. If we suffer another defeat like that, this campaign is over. So long as the Imperials hold Castrum Albania, we will not be able to march on Ala Mhigo. We will have our retribution. It is only a matter of time. You are returned. I only hope you bring good news. We scaled the cliffs of Nooncraft's Hope and spied smoke rising from Castrum Albania's main cannon. I think Marshal Tarupin's right. If they didn't fire again because they couldn't, the cannon seems to have been disabled somehow. Then we must attack Castrum Albania at once. It could still be a trick, but if it isn't, we may not get a better opportunity. Bluntly, General, if it is a trick, it is an utterly baffling stratagem. Had the Imperials wished to wipe us out, they could simply have kept firing. Be that as it may, we need not risk everything to seize it. I say we dispatch a small contingent to infiltrate the Castrum and secure control of the weapon. If the enemy is preoccupied with repairs, we may be able to take them unawares. If, on the other hand, it is indeed a trick, our token force will prove an elusive target, and we will at least know the cannon is operational. Either way, it seems well worth the risk. But how are we to infiltrate the Castrum? In anticipation of a day such as this, men and women under my command have labored long to cultivate a network of informants throughout Garabania, including Radidia. Radidia is a home of many who hold menial positions at Castrum Albania and other nearby installations. With the aid of our allies there, I believe we can secure a route into the fortress. The Resistance will handle this. You may have recruited these informants, but they'll be just as happy working with fellow Ala Mhigans. And at the end of the day, it's our land, our responsibility. Let us do right by Conrad. We should be glad to accompany her, General, as would Elise and our intel, I'm sure. Well then, if you are all in agreement, I see no reason to refuse you. We will make ready to march on Castrum. Go, and may Ralgar watch over and keep you. I suspect a hand-picked contingent of the Ala Mhigan Brigade's finest would have been equally, if not more, qualified, but what do I know? I know the alliance that spies in Gerbania, but in Radidia, impressive. Thanks for standing by me, Arantel. Together we'll make Conrad proud. My apologies for speaking on your behalf. It would seem my sister's forthright manner is rubbing off on me. I confess my decision to volunteer was not wholly motivated by concern for Lys, nor less Ala Mhigo. Castrum is the largest Imperial facility in the Peaks, you see, and so the likelihood that Kryl is being held captive there is quite high. Dealing with that cannon remains our main objective, of course, but if there is even a chance that Kryl might be rescued in the process, I would never forgive myself if I did not take it. So, to review, we are to travel to Radidia, where we will meet with a contact recruited by Marshal Tarupin's agents. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while Arantel and Lys were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshal indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor in either Specula Imperatoris or Castrum Albania. Perhaps as a result of this, the Resistance has long struggled to make inroads there. You have the right of it. They got a better deal than most Ala Mhigans, feeding off what scraps the Imperials gave them. Damned if I know how Marshal Tarupin's agents got one of them to turn his coat. I understand your disdain, I do, but I also understand their desire to look after their families by any means necessary. Our contact is a Rogadan woman. She will ask us a question. After we answer with courage, she will know we are friends. Courage, right. Put together a squadron, Nago. We'll need them soon. With me, my friends, and be ready for anything. Had Alphino not volunteered you, I would have asked if anyone can see this mission through. It's you. Right close. I know you're out there. Keep an eye out, would you? Something doesn't feel right. If there were Magitech armor nearby, surely we would have heard them by now. See? What did I tell you? Let us continue on to Specula Imperatoris. Yeah, nothing to it. Ooh, that would have been an unceremonious ending to our tale. Of course, there were still soldiers lurking about. Fortunately, they were no match for Lys. Come, Redidia is not much further. Of course, in light of our recent encounter, it would be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces. He ate like 5 hits. That's fucking impressive, dude. Good job. 6 hits even, because I got all my stickers. I was weaving. Damn. I thought they said that this was a village. It looks more like a work camp. I mean, it probably is. An area soldier in sight. Mayhap they were called to Castrum, Albania. Looks like it's safer to enter. I don't see any Imperials. I don't see smoke above Castrum, Albania anymore. Do you think they fixed the cannon already? Probably not. Right, just put out the fire. Yep, work camp. Yeah, no soldiers. Ala Mhigo said we were looking for a Rogadan woman, right? And that we should answer her question with courage. I suppose we'll just have to strike up a conversation with every one of them. With every one of them until we find our contact. Let me know if we find her, and I'll do the same. So, as I was saying about this woman. There are broken war machines all over the place. If you know where to look, someone should probably salvage them. Any luck? No? Me neither. What does Ellie say? She has to be around here somewhere. Ain't seen you around before. It takes a certain kind of man to walk into a place like this uninvited. I will go whither the wild rose blooms, one with courage, I suppose. Courage, you say? Well, that's in short supply these days. Better to keep your head down and go along to survive. Call me a coward too if you like, because I'll not speak on it more, at least not here. Outside Redidia, behind those barricades over yonder, on the other hand. Hey, was that who I think it was? Well, that's a relief for a trap. Either way, I'll find Ala Mhigo and Alize. We'll meet you there. I just tabbed. Oops. Another hunt. I'm fucking finding a lot of them today. Not followed, were you? Good. I mean, I was followed, but, you know. That all of you, is it? Let's get to it then. Name yourselves. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, friends of Marshal Tarukan. Name's Stark Woad. The rest you know, or you wouldn't be here. This is about Specula Imperatoris and the cannon, isn't it? Just so. Can you tell us what happened? I overheard soldiers talking while working in the mess. The cerulean pipeline fueling the cannon was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they said. One man single-handedly disabled the cannon. That beggars belief. Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took a while, but they finally put the fires out, and the engineers have been working day and night to repair it. Wish I could tell you more, but the incident had everyone jumping at shadows and afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, the Ala Mhigo help have been sent home indefinitely. So the cannon could already be fully operational. We need to sneak inside Castrum, Albania to ensure the cannon is no longer a threat to our troops. Can you help us? Aye, that much I can do. I've pieced together a map of the interior over the years, and I know for a fact that there are multiple points of entry. Impressive. If we split into several groups, that may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. We may be few in number, but I have faith that we can see this through. I tell you, some of these resistance folk can't see the forest for the trees. Ambushing the occasional Imperial patrol won't change a damn thing. Infiltrating their castrums and learning their secrets, on the other hand. It's thanks to brave men and women like her that we still have a chance to win this war. It's good to see that even this deep within occupied territory, there are still those who would defy their oppressors. Let's go. We have that. We have that which we came for. That for which we came. Goodness. All that remains is to make our preparations. These and her unit will make for our primary objective, the fire control center. At the same time, we will enter the Castrum by way of the ventilation ducts, whereupon we will proceed onto weapons research and create a diversion. If all goes to plan, our parties will subsequently converge, and together we will secure the cannon before finally notifying the Alliance that they are clear to attack. Sounds simple enough. I'll go and brief Nago on the details. The rest of you come with me. You'll need to deal with the we'll need to deal with the Magitech patrols before you can infiltrate the Castrum. Not very far. Also, Rathalos again. Yeah, I hate to do it, doing. Man, there's a fucking lot of them, ain't there? Fucking everywhere, man. Outstanding. You can go further than 10 feet. Because Elfino and Elize killed them, quickly and quietly, so as not to raise the alarm. Here's hoping there aren't too many of us. Here's hoping there aren't too many for us to handle. Goodness. Almost there, friends. Your point of entry is just be around the bend up ahead. The last patrol should be here any moment. Once you've dealt with them, we'll be clear to advance, assuming they keep to their usual schedule. It might be prudent to stand watch for a moment after, just in case. Once more with feeling. Let's see, 500... 860, it's the same as the, this thing. Get fucked. By Ralgar, I knew you lot were good, but I never expected you to defeat them so swiftly. Arantel's the finest warrior I know. I'm not a warrior, I'm a samurai, and I should like to think we have learned something from our time in his company. Now, where is the entrance to the ducts? Right behind you. I've mapped the branches, so you should have no trouble reaching the hangars or any number of other places. Understood. Thank you again for your invaluable assistance. As discussed, Arantel, we shall infiltrate the Castrum and cause as much chaos as possible. This will draw the Imperials away from Lys and her men, thereby allowing them to safely reach the fire control center. If there's nothing else, I'll return to the resistance forces and show them their entrance. May Ralgar guide you to victory. This is your last chance to make your preparations, Arantel. When you and yours are ready, we shall begin. Let's go. Regular duties were added through a duty support. I am curious who the duty support is going to be. The Alliance is counting on us to deal with that cannon. Failure is not an option. It won't be long before someone realizes their armor is missing. We have to hurry. Aw, it's just... I don't know. So, like, it's just one fill-in. Okay. So I guess, real quick. Yeah, then it's a random resistance dude for the... okay, that's cool. Anyway, this is the point I was talking about, right before the dungeon, so I can open up next stream with the dungeon. So, I want to thank everyone for stopping by who did. We really appreciate that. However many, speaking or no, it's yeah, it's good. But until I stream again, which will maybe be tomorrow. Small chance tomorrow, pretty good chance Thursday. But until I stream again, have a good one all.